The barcode is one of the most successful designs ever created, precisely because it asks for nothing from the people who encounter it. It doesn't educate, it doesn't persuade, it doesn't even invite understanding. Its job is not to be seen. It is to be ignored by humans and recognized by machines. That design philosophy becomes clearer when we look at what came before it. Before barcodes, commerce was conversational. A cashier recognized items visually, remembered prices, or consulted lists. Inventory was tracked by hand, often after the fact. Errors were not exceptional, they were expected. Systems compensated with redundancy, supervision, and trust. As scale increased, this approach began to break. More products meant more prices to remember. Faster transactions meant less time to verify. Larger supply chains meant that mistakes multiplied across distance and time. Human attention became the bottleneck. The problem wasn't dishonesty or incompetence. It was cognitive load. Barcodes emerge as a response to this limit. Their purpose is not to store information, but to reference it. A barcode doesn't tell you what something costs or what it is. It points elsewhere, meaning lives in the system behind the scan, not in the mark itself. This separation is a critical design decision. By keeping the symbol simple, the system becomes flexible. Prices can change without changing packaging. Inventory can be updated centrally. The same object can mean different things in different contexts, all without altering the code printed on it. The visual design of the barcode reflects its priorities. Lines are vertical to reduce sensitivity to orientation and motion. Contrast is maximized to support fast optical detection. Redundancy is built into the pattern so partial damage does not equal failure. This is not elegance for its own sake. It is robustness. The barcode assumes poor lighting, cheap printing, crumpled surfaces, fast movement. It assumes that no one is paying attention, and instead of resisting that reality, it embraces it. Here is where the realization starts to take shape. The barcode is not a communication tool. It is a trust removal tool. It removes the need for human judgment at the point of exchange. No one has to agree on what an item is or what it costs. The system decides. The human simply triggers the process. This changes behavior in subtle ways. Transactions speed up, errors drop, disputes decrease. Workers are freed from memorization. Shoppers move through spaces more quickly. The entire rhythm of commerce shifts. But there are trade-offs. Barcodes are opaque. They are meaningless without infrastructure. When systems fail, barcodes become silent. They also shift power away from local discretion and towards centralized databases. Flexibility for individuals is exchanged for consistency at scale. And yet, this trade-off is precisely why barcodes persist. They are not optimized for understanding. They are optimized for flow. They allow objects to pass through complex systems without friction, explanation, or pause. In a world increasingly defined by speed and scale, that ability matters more than expressiveness. When you finally see this, the barcode stops being a strange cluster of lines. It becomes a quiet agreement between humans and machines, a promise that if you let go of interpretation, the system will take care of the rest. That is invisible design. Not something that improves experience directly, but something that reshapes the world by disappearing into it.